We want to go now to our own Len Cannon, our evening anchor. And Len, we were sharing some of your interviews with former Mayor Turner extensively, and he told you not that long ago about his health struggles.
Yes, exactly. Guys, I'm stunned, quite frankly. I I was here knocked out with a cold, and my phone is blowing up, and I have no idea what's going on. So, as a matter of fact, I texted Sylvester Turner last night. I looked at the time, 8:27. I said, "Hey, I know you're at the president's address to Congress, and Al Green just got walked out of the Capitol. What was he saying?" Because I couldn't, before Al Green spoke when he left, you couldn't hear what he was saying to the president when he was standing up. And so I said, I need Congressman Green's number. And he quickly responded, well, within 10 minutes, he's there in the Capitol. He responded and said, "Hey, here's his number." And I said, "Thanks." That was 8:27 last night. And so this is really shocking. As for his health, I interviewed him, and you may have seen it already, I'm not sure, but when he was announced that he was going to replace Sheila Jackson Lee, to be considered by the Democratic Party to replace her, he told me it was because, as you heard others mention, that the family, the Jackson Lee family, wanted him to do so. He felt that was the only reason he would do so. He had no intention immediately of going back into politics. I also interviewed him in his final weeks as mayor. A job he loved, a job that he frankly told me, and he was only half joking. He said, "Can I run again?" He did not want to leave City Hall. We laughed about it, but I knew he was half serious. When I went to talk to him about Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who of course died of cancer, I said to him, "Mr. Turner, people are concerned about your own health. You had a cancer scare a couple of years ago. How are you?" And he said that he was fine. I said, "Well, what did the doctor say?" He said, "They've cleared me. They say I'm okay." And I don't know what we've covered so far here this morning, but he had osteosarcoma in his jaw, and he had the jaw bone removed, and then they put a piece of metal in there to replace it, and then he had radiation, and he told me the radiation did not interact well with the metal. That caused his jaw to swell. You may recall him having that lump on the side of his jaw. And he also had lost quite a bit of weight post having the diagnosis with cancer. And what I did notice, even in the past, and I talked to him 2 weeks ago on the phone, he never regained the weight. It was noticeable, and he never regained it. But he and I heard Bishop Dixon refer to this, but every time I ask him point blank, and last summer is when I asked him about the cancer, and "Are you okay? And do you have the energy to run for Congress?" He said, "My doctor gives me the green light. I'm running like I normally do." And also keep in mind, when he had cancer, he, other than maybe a couple of weeks that he took for vacation, he didn't miss a day at City Council as mayor. So I think he prided himself on being present and available. We may never know how he was really feeling, because he put up a brave and encouraging front to the public, saying he was absolutely fine. So this is really shocking to hear, especially after reaching out to him last night.
Yes, I mean, I think the entire city is shocked, Len. I mean, when we found out this morning, we were getting hints that this might have happened. We hadn't confirmed it, and then we heard everybody at City Hall was crying. It is a shock, especially when you see him attending an event in Washington, D.C. last night, doing his job, representing District 18, you texting him, and the next thing you know, a few hours later, he's gone.
And
Yeah.
it really speaks volumes to know that you had his personal cell number and you had this close personal relationship with him, and you cared about him as a friend, but also in the media. He always was honest with you and gave you wonderful interviews, and he chose you to interview him on several occasions, and that's something of note right there.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes as a journalist, you develop a relationship where people will trust you enough to come to you for things. And I had that relationship with Sylvester, and it's ironic. So, I talked to him over the summer, not only about the loss of his friend Sheila Jackson Lee, about his health, but also I talked to him on we do obits in advance in anticipation of people we know who are elderly or whatever and who are well known. And I talked to him about somebody he knew that was in bad shape. And so, all this talk about other people and their health issues and their health struggles, and him saying, "I'm fine, I'm all good. Doctor gives me the green light." So, I mean, it's just astounding to find out that, I don't know what the diagnosis will be. I don't know if it's because of the cancer that may be returned. He told us more than a year ago, because I interviewed him about the cancer. He talked to me first about the diagnosis after he had gone through treatment, and he talked about what it was like and what they put on his jaw. He had to wear a mask, and he was never. He was almost. I don't know. He wasn't down. He was never like, oh, I thought I might die. Never. He was just very upbeat and leaned into what's next.
Yeah.
He's a guy who ran hard. He ran fast. As I said, he liked being mayor. One time I interviewed him and I said, "Why do you want to be mayor again?" I think he was running again. And keep in mind, when Sylvester Turner became mayor,
Len, we're going to have to interrupt you. Len,
Sure.
Mayor John Whitmire is speaking. Let's